Just practice ones. I don't have the camera on.
So
I'm lying to you, of course. Go ahead, Josh, with Reichhardt Innovations.
Okay. So Josh Kistner with Reichhardt Electronic Innovations. What we have here is our green fit kit for a Challenger 700 CVT tractor. What that kit includes is controller, all the applicable harnessing, the roof mounting bracket, and the plate to mount the receiver.
Everything we need.
Everything we need, full turnkey solution.
And it's available where?
Your local Ziegler dealer.
You can get it at your local Ziegler dealer. Your local Ziegler branch. So to clarify better exactly what we're doing here is we're switching out some of the components within the AGCO machine so that the AGCO machine can communicate with our John Deere software and the computers that we traditionally run in our John Deere equipment. That way we don't have to actually work with changing over any of the software and having trouble with any of the communications between the two different brands. Explain to me what's going on here, what we're gonna do.
So we're gonna go open up the ceiling of the cab, remove one of the guidance components, and then add our guidance component.
Oh, you could mess some stuff up in there, huh?
Yeah.
So you got the old one out.
Yep.
You looking to connect the new one in now?
We have to pull this antenna out.
Or you gotta pull that out, okay.
Yeah.
So what did we just pull out of there?
That's the VDO3, it's the factory nav controller.
The VDO3
Yep.
factory nav controller. So now we're going to install the Reichhardt
The
system.
green fit controller.
That's the main communication guts?
Yep.
Okay. Right there. Look at that. Our lovely assistant has got the main controller right there. So that's the Reichhardt main controller going in right there, right?
Yep. We're mounting it right where we took that other
Yep.
AGCO controller.
Just replaces the other one.
Yep.
We're a precision ag company, based out of Germany actually. We have about a 30-year history. Last 10 or so years here in the U.S., based out of Sabin, Minnesota. And most of the products that we offer here in the U.S. market has been guidance. And for the better part of about 8 years, we've been a vendor to John Deere, providing auto track controller solution, as well as for aftermarket on equipment like the AGCO Challenger for a separate guidance solution. What we're doing with the GreenFit product is taking those two products, kind of melding them together.
So what does Mother Deere, John Deere, or AGCO, what do these companies think about what you guys are doing here? Are they working with you, or is this something that's totally separate that Reichhardt has kind of gone on their own to try and take this on, or are you getting a lot of good feedback from the companies?
Yep, so our goal here is to do this with approval of both AGCO and Deere. So we approach Deere to make sure that we meet those quality standards that are required of them, actually following the same kind of quality testing that we did with the auto track controller solution, but now applying it to this aftermarket solution. And with AGCO, we approach AGCO and we wanted to make sure that they're on board and formally request a solution as well. That way everyone understands what we bring to the table, which is the validation of the product, quality control, and all those things that come with it.
What'd you screw up?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet, okay.
Just check to see if the wire colors match up when you made it together.
So now I'm over here in the other shed. I'm gonna grab the Starfire receiver off the top of this combine. Right there. And then I'm gonna take that over there. We're gonna hook it up to that tractor and make sure we got communication. I think this is a cool system. It kind of answers some of the questions that we have about, you know, if we go away from green and get something other than a Deere, what happens with all the software and the technology that we have that we've spent a lot of money on to have this communication of data for all of our systems. And what this system can do is really answer that question for us, and it's the link between the companies that will allow us to be able to share that data from one company to another. We're gonna scratch that. The old ITC globe doesn't work. What we need is a Starfire 3000 or a 6000. We've got a 3000 right here on top of the sprayer. So I'm gonna pull this globe off of here and we'll transfer this one onto the Challenger. So that cord coming out through the corner of that headlight, it just tucks right down.
Yep, I just tuck all
back
the
in there.
Inside the roof.
You didn't have to do any cutting or anything like that. It just tucks in.
Just tucks right out along the seam.
I really like the way they angle those headlights so that they eliminates a lot of shadows at night. It doesn't exactly match the theme of the tractor.
honest.
Right. Get it, Didge.
Right corner button, you see here the Reichhardt user interface
Oh, sure.
is loading up, and it's a
It
one-time.
pops up as a whole separate thing on the menu.
Exactly. Yep. And it's simply used for the setup of the system. Once the system's set up, everything's done through the Greenstar menu. I can turn on the ISO bus here, go into the GreenFit menu, and push it over to the screen, so it can run on either display.
So basically the Reichhardt ISO pool, or whatever you want to call it, is only on there to set up the configuration for the Reichhardt and the John Deere and the AGCO tractor. Once you have that on, then you don't have to mess with it
It
anymore.
runs in the background. It may give you a warning. You can use it for diagnostics. There's extra information you can get off. The GreenFit has its own user interface. It may load on the factory NT01 display. All the adjustments that we're going to make are going to be within the Starfire menu for the receiver. In the install manual, it'll tell you what to enter in here.
Don't have to reset it up when you put it on your John Deere machine again. It'll reconfigure
John Deere
it automatically.
And then when you put it from the John Deere back to here,
Then you'll want to reconfigure
you
it.
reconfigure it. Yep.
So you're just going through now and making all the basic settings so that it understands what the tractor can do, and the
Exactly.
same settings we go through when we put it on a Deere tractor.
Exactly. So your machine offsets, your guidance sensitivity, your main performance sliders, and lastly your Starfire. You want to do a TCM cal and your offsets.
Okay. Once we got it all set up and going here, basically as far as controlling the guidance for me, since I'm used to that 2630, it's going to be a lot more simple for me. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that system right there, but for me to understand coming from the John Deere stuff, that's going to be a lot easier for me to grasp.
Yep.
And then should I set up a track 0?
You got it.
Just pick that one. Set it up at, we'll go 90. Set a... There we go. She turned green. All right, before we go in the shed, we're just gonna run an AB line down the driveway here and run down the driveway on auto steer. And then I will know what angle to set the lawnmower at when I put the auto steer in the lawnmower next summer. Okay, A plus B, set A. Set the B, accept, yes. Turn that on, hit the button. All right, there we go. Auto steer down the driveway. Well, our angle's off just a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I think I'm at 8 point maybe.
Not bad. It's gonna be off a couple feet from one end to the other. So can I ask you what a system like this costs?
Depends on the machine. It's going to range somewhere in that $4,500 to $5,000 price range.
Okay, for the GreenFit system.
GreenFit system.
That was everything we did here today.
Everything we did today, not including your screen and your receiver, and those would require, you need the auto track unlock and the Greenstar display.
Okay.
Starfire has to be a 3,000 or 6,000.
Okay.
And we'll steer with whatever correction is available in that receiver.
Does this work with the 2600 or the 1800 monitors?
Currently, we're supporting only the 2600 and the 4640.
2630 and the 4640?
Thank you. The 2630
Okay.
and the 4640.
Okay. I do have another question. Now, this being a 700 series is not big enough to pull our deep bander.
Yep.
But we've got a deep bander chisel plow that we variable rate our P and K with. If, say we had a larger series Challenger that we wanted to run the John Deere system on our deep bander, this Reichhardt system, as it's fit in here right now, that would be able to control all of our variable rate P and K and our auto steer on top of that.
What the Reichhardt will do is take the GPS input from the Starfire, convert it to a standard that the factory display can use for mapping, product control, task controller, all those functions.
Well, that's pretty much it, guys. It's not a complicated process to put that in there. It just takes a little bit of explaining when you're trying to explain it to an operator like me. I'm not a super tech savvy computer software kind of guy. but I do understand what we're trying to accomplish with this system, and it does give me definite peace of mind to know that if I was interested in purchasing a piece of equipment that maybe isn't green, that our software would be able to work with those machines and still accomplish what we're trying to accomplish using the same software that we already have, because we do have a lot of money invested into that software. And so it's nice for me to know that. So thank you to Reichhardt for coming out and teaching me and teaching you guys about the options available to us when it comes to stuff like that. And thank you to Ziegler for coming out and helping with the process. And again, thank you to AGCO for providing this Challenger for us. We're having a ton of fun with this. I'm definitely still learning, and I'm enjoying it, man. This is cool. It's been fun having this other tractor out here and trying to work my way through that and learn what other tractors are capable of and how they're different, and really kind of comparing that to the tractors that I know. Unfortunately, it's rainy out again today, so there is no harvesting going on. So this was actually a really good day to get in the shop and do this. Now I'm looking forward to getting back out into the field and actually working with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you stop by and watch again. You guys like my new hat?